So let's step right into this video. This video is going to be showing you how I wash and prep and remove glue out of all of my lace wigs that you see me wear on a day-to-day. So what I'm showing is basically everything that I'm using on this video. You need some conditioner, some silicone max. I use silicone max. You need some Iso Plus, some alcohol. Alcohol is very important to have, so try to have that on deck. So right now I want to show you how the glue looks on this wig. This is one way that I do this cleaning my wigs. I put the alcohol on there and I let it sit. With the next wig that you're seeing, the purple one, I went straight in and started cleaning the wig, because with this wig I didn't have to do well, it's not that I didn't have to do as much, but I had just taken that hair out like the day before. So the glue was still kind of tacky and was easy to come off. Where the blonde wig that you saw beforehand, that had been sitting for weeks with the glue on. So I put the alcohol on there and then let it sit while I clean the other wig. So what you see me doing here is I'm slowly doing a slow pattern of just kind of flaking off the glue. I don't want to say flaking off. I guess I would say kind of like buffing, but not too rough. You don't want to be too rough. But I was buffing the glue out of the wig, and you will see it slowly start coming off of the wig little by little. So the thing with using glue on your wigs is that the cleaning part is a big hassle. Towards the end of the video, I'm going to show you a wig that I didn't put any glue on, that I just used Got To Be glue spray. That is the easiest wig to clean. The only time I really use glue on my wigs is if it's a colored wig, or if it's if it's a colored wig, I'll use glue. But if it's a regular black wig, I am not using glue. I'm gonna just use regular Got To Be glue spray, because honestly, it's too much of a hassle to take glue off. But enough talking, I'll just continue to kind of show you what I'm doing here. I am kind of picking out the easiest ones that are easier to come out. As you can see, I put it flat down on the floor and I'm going to just buff it all out. Just kind of like pull it out gently though. Don't be too hard. It may look like I'm heavy-handed with this, but I know kind of where to be rough and where to be gentle. You don't want to be rough on a part that the hair, the lace might be ripping from. So just take your time, be gentle. And in the water, it's hot water. I put a little bit of silicone max in there to keep the lace, the hair as soft and silky as possible. And now I'm using Iso Plus. So majority of the glue, those stickier parts came out, but then I have to go in with the shampoo. And think of the shampoo is just like an easier way to help you unstick that glue that you weren't able to get. So what I'm doing is, with the Iso Plus, I'm going in and I'm just trying to kind of buffing everything out, kind of just pulling it all out of that hair, while still being gentle. Like I said, take your time, don't rush. I sped this part up because it's very tedious. It's basically the same thing. And all you're really doing is just literally just trying to pull it out. And as you can see, I dipped the hair in that silicone max space to make sure, it's getting conditioned. And then I go back in with my Iso Plus. I use a lot of Iso Plus. And what you're going to do is you're kind of going to try to wring it. Is it wringing? Is wringing a word? You're going to try to squeeze it and unsqueeze in, squeeze out, squeeze in, squeeze out, and kind of like you would do if you were cleaning some panties or something, but kind of in real, not rough. Try to be as gentle as possible, because what you're doing here is trying to get all that glue undone from the lace, which itself is hard as hell. But as you can see, it's literally coming off little by little throughout this video. So yeah. So that's kind of what I did. The next thing we're going to do is I'm going to show you the next wig. This is wig number 3. This is the wig that I used no glue. It was just a Gotta Be glue spray. And as you can see, there is no glue on it. It was just a bit rough. And then, you know, it has some of the tan spray on there. And what you're basically going to do is just wash it. You're just going to use your Iso Plus and wash it out. I also think I used a little bit of, did I use dish soap? No, I think it was just Iso Plus. I used Iso Plus in my conditioner, and that was it. And it took the spray out. It wasn't as rough anymore. That was by far the easiest wig for me to clean. So easy, straight to the point, no hassle. So if you want to kind of do something like, if you want to stick with no glue, I suggest it. I hate using glue because I hate the cleaning process. That day I cleaned 4 of my wigs. Only one of them was, you know, glueless. But as you can see, what I'm doing is kind of just, when you put that Iso Plus on, you really want to use your comb to slowly kind of maneuver in the wig. Do it to both wigs, the glue wig and the wig without glue, because you want to make sure that there isn't anything kind of sticking in the lace that you can't see. And if you can't see it, at least you're kind of brushing it outwards. So when you use the conditioner, it all kind of slides right off. So as you can see, this is the original wig from the beginning. This wig, I had sitting with glue for almost 3 weeks, probably almost a month. So as you can see, as soon as I start going in, all the glue starts to come out of the wig. If you can't really see it, because my hand's in the way, so sorry. Look at where the sink is, the silver part. That is all glue coming out. So all I'm doing is literally just pulling the glue out. And it's easier to take glue out from a wig that's been sitting with glue than it is to take glue on a wig that you had on like the day before. Because it's still tacky. So I'm just kind of pulling all that glue out of here. And it's not much of a struggle once you let it sit with that alcohol. It kind of just glides right off. So yeah, and like I said, you do need that sponge that I have. That sponge is going to be your lifesaver, because trying to do this with like a rag is not going to help. Get you a nice clean sponge that looks just like that, and use that one sponge only to clean your hair. Don't use it for nothing else, just to scrape glue out your hair. I've had that sponge for almost a year now. I rarely use it, but when I do, it's always nice and clean. I make sure I clean it right after. And yeah, that is it, you guys.